I want this to be for a beach theme. I want to be for a 4th of July theme. I want to be for a summer theme. I want a floral theme. I hit generate here, and this is what it did. Look at this. This came out beautifully in my opinion. Here's our Bible theme. As you can see, for the beach theme, came out well. Here's the same thing for 4th of July, right? Here it is for the beach theme. Here it is for the floral theme. And if you catch on to this overall trend and system that is clearly making people sales, it can change the game for you moving forward in your Etsy business. So in today's video, I want to share with you this simple strategy of how to look at previous seasons and how to set your products up for major sales moving forward. I want to share this all with you coming up next. Now listen, if you've been on my channel or been following my training videos for any amount of time, you guys should know it should be a standard practice. When we find these products, we need to, number one, make sure they are popular nouns, make sure they're bestsellers. Popular nouns mean this product has probably just released or just start getting a lot of sales in a short amount of time, right? We can see all three of these here, all four of these honestly are popular noun products, all right? Extended data from EverBee, where I can see again how long they have been around. This has been around for 14 months. This one here 12 months, and 1 month, and they all have the popular noun badge. That means that they're probably ranking up in sales very quickly here. Not yet a bestseller, which again will have the bestsellers badge, but really the popular nouns is the main thing you want to focus on. The popular nouns is what's going to show you 11 people bought it in the last 24 hours. We want to learn from bestsellers, learn from popular nouns, and see how can we implement that strategically. What I am personally seeing is that what has worked for major seasons, which if you know any of my trainings I talked about, go back into these previous seasons and look at what worked in the past. Usually what I find is that what has worked well for one season is going to work well for another season, right? So if I have seen this type of knitting type of yarn style have done well for, again, for Valentine's Day, you got to believe that that's going to show up somewhere along the way when it comes over into the new season that we're in here. We can see this type of yarn stitching is visible here. Now, the tool that I want to use today is called EverBee. This is where we're going to be able to see those numbers at the bottom of our examples today, as well as get some more information in regards to how whether this product has sold. Again, this is extremely helpful because if you're not using any data to really determine what designs to create, you're really designing in the dark. So EverBee makes it easy as it give you the price, the sales, again, how well this has done over the course of 30 days to the lifetime of the listing, and give you some more data so you know you're making the right decision in regards to where you spend your time. And so if you want to check out EverBee, I make sure to leave all the details down in my description box below. This is a tool that I use on a daily basis for me to better understand just not what is selling well, but I also go deeper in regards to the views as well as conversion rate. And also seeing some of these metrics that I think a lot of people look over, like how many favorites it has received compared to how long this item has been around. And you go a little bit further also in the analytics tool to better understand what keywords they're using and why those keywords matter. So again, if you do want to try out EverBee on your own, I make sure to leave all the details down in my description box below so that you can follow along in today's video, see the same data that I am using, but also get the same data so you know how to best design your products moving forward. Again, all the information will be down in my description box below. So here's the thing, right? The best sellers tell you where people will spend their money. But here's where sometimes we miss out on the opportunity. You can take this same design style and apply it elsewhere and really be the first person in that space or the first few people in that space to sell there and dominate that area because number one, clearly the style has worked well. It's been proven in seasons, but now it's not shown in these smaller areas. For instance, one of the smaller areas that we've been talking about is going into the sport niche. That is a great area to go into because we're coming in spring. Spring baseball is coming around. And so find these little small areas. Look at this example here, right? Here is a product, bestseller, baseball season. 3 people bought it in the last 24 hours. And there's multiple products like this. Here's another example of this product, right? As you can see, 7 people bought this product in the last 24 hours. And if you look at this, you can see that this type of 3-layer bow is nothing new. Right, this 3-layer bow with the text at the bottom has been represented in multiple ways for different seasons. And what we're seeing here is that what has worked in the past is what's going to work well for these little micro niche areas that is going to do extremely well, right? That is going to do extremely well. So again, today's video is all about understanding what is working currently for the current season. And really, you can go back into Valentine's Day and still do the same thing, right? This little 3-layer style right here. I know we've probably seen that, right? The 3-layer with the text at the bottom, that has worked well for Easter and can work well for other areas. So number one thing is make sure you look at what design styles have done well. But I want you to start thinking about how can this be applied into other areas. So as an example, this product here has definitely sold well, right? It's a best-selling product here. We have seen this product to sell well during Valentine's Day. It has different variations for Christmas. This has different variations for St. Patrick's Day. I saw this also do well for Easter. And this can also be applied to sports. So how can this be applied to sports? How can this be applied to soccer and to baseball? And again, to softball themes here. So again, I'm just sharing with you some examples where people are saying they like this type of painting style here. How can I take this style and be the first to apply it into a different area? So here's an example of what I found to sell well. It was this He Is Risen shirt. So I plug this in as a reference image. And here's the prompt that I put in here. It's on t-shirt. And I said for my foundation prompt, I said change the color, themes, elements to a different theme and add in a Bible phrase in verses, right? But here's where advanced scaling comes into play. I want this to be for a beach theme. I want to be for a 4th of July theme. I want to be for a summer theme. I want a floral theme. I hit generate here, and this is what it did. Look at this. This came out beautifully in my opinion. Here's our Bible theme. As you can see, for the beach theme, came out well. Here's the same thing for 4th of July, right? Here it is for the beach theme. Here it is for the floral theme, right? So let me just share with you very quickly. Here's an example of a product that has worked well for spring. Here's the foundational prompt. Change the color, themes, elements to be different themes with proper text. So look at what we said here for summer themes, for mother vibes, for 4th of July. And this is what we were able to get here, right? Summer themes, mother's themes, graduation, we said, 4th of July themes, we said. And you can see how consistent the style is, but of course, the colors change. All right, so here's the same thing. Here's the design that I found to work well. And I'm sharing this with you because I'm going to share with you some designs we were able to make, and it's clearly not for Easter. But what we did was we found this Easter design that sold extremely well. I already have 8 people who bought this in the last 24 hours. My thought process is, if somebody likes this, is there any way I can make, number one, different variations of this, or maybe get ahead early and apply the same type of style into sport themes, for the July themes, maybe this for autism awareness. Think about things that are coming up, maybe for the graduation theme. And that's how we did this graduation element here. All I said was, hey, make this as a cap for graduation. And then I scaled this out to be great for personalization. But it was all based upon an Easter theme. But I'm thinking, how can I take this style and apply this type of jewel style that we have seen that clearly work well for Easter? How can I apply this into a whole new area? And now this style have clearly worked well for Easter. So here's a quick example of this. I have applied it to other sport areas. So I said, hey, make one for the beach theme. I said, hey, make one for basketball. As you can see here, nothing close to what what the bunny design looked like. It caught the text at the bottom, and it caught this type of jewel style, this bead type of style that, again, I'm proving all things with data. This 8 times in the last 24 hours. Around for a month, made 56 sales, probably more than that. Is it possible somebody might want the same style for basketball, for soccer, for 4th of July? The answer is yes. Same thing we did here for soccer. As you can see, very easy to do as well. And again, once you found a design to work well, like this example here, scale these in different areas and different niches. And all this based upon our own digital asset and using the advanced scaling options I told you about. And these came out very well for softball, for soccer, for tennis, for basketball. Now, if you want to know another tip and strategy that can help you accelerate your sales even further, check out this next video here and subscribe to my channel to learn more. As always, my friends, my name is Jay, and I'll see you in the next video.